Cheers. Cheers. And we're live.
Hi,
Hello.
Izzi.
Hey,
Hey, Izzi.
Marcus. You look so cool. You look like a Mortal Kombat character.
Mortal Kombat character. Oh, that's true. That's the Scorpion guy, right? I mean, like he used to have. He doesn't have the cool right thing.
No,
Yeah, I
he's not
remember
cool
that.
enough.
Nice reference. Mortal
How are
Kombat.
you? Are
Yeah,
you
yeah.
feeling okay?
Oh yeah. Also, sorry everyone for wearing the mask. This is not due to Corona. This is just to, yeah, to not scare you because I looked pretty scary. I actually had a dental operation on Tuesday, and it had a little bit of complications. So I'm like super swollen all around.
It's not
So
so bad. It's okay. It doesn't look bad. Don't worry.
thank you. Also, when I woke up this morning again, because it's actually getting a little bit worse. But again, I had a like meeting with the dentist yesterday, so everything
Yeah.
looks good, but it's still getting a little bit worse because it was a bit of an extensive operation. And my daughter actually, she was really also she not scared. Also
She's
she
afraid.
was like,
Oh.
"Whoa!" She was like shocked
Oh
seeing
no.
me in the morning
That's so
again.
sweet.
Yeah,
But I mean, sweet and scary at the same time.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
So
kids are mean.
no, it's really cool because it looks horrible and it looks more
Oh,
horrible live than probably over the camera. But yeah, again, I don't want to scare anyone off, so this is why I choose to wear the mask. Um, Please don't hold it against me. Um, yeah,
well,
but thanks for tuning in. Also,
yes.
obviously, I
Hey,
didn't want to
everyone.
spend my Friday afternoon without you, and obviously without all of you guys. So this is why toughen up and let's just do it like this.
It wouldn't
And
be Friday without Three or Two of a Kind, unless
absolutely, it
there was a
wouldn't be Friday.
conference. I
Absolutely.
mean, we missed it last week for a good reason. We were at the SEO com in Austria.
Absolutely, excellent.
Yeah.
And by the way, don't make me laugh because this is like the only thing that really hurts is when I'm laughing. I actually have a little bit of a cold pack here, so when I'm
Oh,
laughing, I sometimes have to do this. Don't make me laugh.
be
Um,
careful. Let's just
yeah,
have a really deadly serious talk
yeah.
today.
Core update,
Oh,
horrible.
it's so
No.
serious.
Time to rejoice. But yeah, by the way, so if you're watching, we have a lot of people watching here on YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter,
Yes.
all around. Please say hi. As you can tell, Izzy is in Winter Wonderland, obviously. I'm in the office. and
I'm live from the slopes.
So it's always, we're talking into a computer, so it's always nice to actually see there's somebody on the other side. And there is someone on the other side, and
Judith.
nobody less than Judith. Yeah, Judith, awesome that you're joining us again. Awesome.
Big
Judith is
hearts.
joining us on Facebook. Be smart as Judith. Watch us on Facebook. And
Yes.
thank you very much. I will feel better hopefully soon. Nice.
Yay.
Yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and we have a lot of stuff to talk about, and this is why I really didn't want to ditch it, because I mean, like, obviously you must have been living under a rock if you didn't know what happened this week, the big core update. But I think before we dive into this, you had a very stressful couple of weeks because you were actually speaking at 4 different events in the past couple of weeks. Holy shit!
I know. That was an
What was your favorite
experience.
one?
What was my favorite one?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't provide a favorite, Marcus. That's mean. But
Oh,
I mean, I had 2 different experiences, right? I had 2 virtual conferences and I had 2 in-person ones.
mhm,
One in-person one at an event I've never been before. That was the Touring Fest. And one at a conference that I gladly get to attend every year and haven't been able to attend in the past 2 years since 2019. So it was different experiences, but so heartwarming and lovely at both. I got to see a new event in Edinburgh, got to see Edinburgh again, amazing city, and then going back to Salzburg to see my German and Austrian and Swiss crew, SEO crew, was beautiful. I mean, you know, you were there. It was a
it was
great event, 2 days
absolutely.
strong.
Absolutely. I think
Yeah.
they really knocked it out of the park. And it was
Yes.
a total safe experience. I mean, like, obviously also skyrocketing numbers in Salzburg, actually like doing another lockdown on the Monday
Yeah.
after SEOCom, not due to SEOCom.
That would be
but
bad.
it was a super safe environment
Yes.
out there. I was really a little bit worried actually going there, but I really, I'm really happy that I went there, and there was really nothing to worry about.
No.
They really tried to make everything really perfect, and everyone there was like really following all the rules.
Yes.
As we Germans like to do, so it's
That's
easy for
true.
us. And it was a really great experience also being live again. And obviously, maybe if you're an international SEO watching, the best part of it was actually the keynote at the OMX, which is like a day before. It's more about social media,
Content.
Facebook, PPC kind of things. And actually in the keynote from Karl Kratz, Professor Dr. Mario Fischer, which is like the authority in Germany on SEO. He's actually teaching at the University of Würzburg-Schweinfurt, the most reputable course as a university course on SEO, basically, and online business. And he actually proposed to his wife doing the keynote, and was actually all a setup. So the whole keynote was a gigantic setup for that proposal. So obviously they started with a bang, and it was so great to see such a joyous occasion.
Yeah.
The thing, and he's such a great guy, right? So I was really, I was so happy.
Very happy moment.
Like a little tear. And the whole content from the whole conference, only SEO, really in-depth stuff, great keynote from Bastian Grimm, really knocked it out of the park. And so many great people there. Also, this was a great experience. Definitely, yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's so nice that we got to have a couple of in-person events this year, like not too many, not going in too strong with like every single week traveling around, and now a sort of in Germany, especially in Austria, of course, the numbers are not good at all. So then having a quiet winter is what we need. Staying at home, staying safe. But we'll be here, of course, on 302 of a kind,
of course,
helping you out every week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, we need a quiet winter, staying at home. I think soon there will be no other option. I think we're really heading towards another lockdown to save Christmas or whatever. So just like every year, right? Sort of like what's it called? Dinner for one. Feels a little bit like it. Same procedures every year.
Same procedures every year.
Yeah, break for Christmas. Yeah, but let's not talk about Corona. Let's talk about exciting news, I guess. And I think you collected a couple of exciting news.
I did. Thanks to you. Thanks to you sharing the news with me. But this one I couldn't miss. No one can miss this in the SEO world. The November 2021 core update was announced actually last week already, but this week we're starting to see action. We're starting to see volatility across the SERPs. Some people are, some people aren't. Actually, there's already been some really good analyses already. So this one by Search Engine Land is covering sources from different SEO tools out there. So what is, for example, SEMrush polling? Down here. Wait, that's not SEMrush. Is it? That's SEMrush. Yeah,
that's SEMrush. Yeah,
that's SEMrush.
SEO Clarity, Page Rangers,
Rank Ranger, exactly. Systrix, covering everything. So
Systrix having the best data here because they actually provided some real sites. The others are just like having like a sensor kind of thing. Also, there's a small sample, I think, also from SEMrush there. But but it's really only Systrix like providing like a larger number of impacted domains.
Yes. Actually, we have the analysis there from Systrix that we'll go into next. But I was wondering this week even, like, do you think it still makes sense for Google to announce when core updates happen? Do you think this has an impact on, or does it actually affect how people respond and react to core updates? Even though, maybe SEO visibility tools would pick up on the fluctuations, like for example, these weather tracking type analyses there. Does it do any good to tell SEOs to confirm a core update?
Absolutely. I really love Google now really going forward and really saying we're now rolling out a Google core update. and also saying when it's finished, and that kind of stuff. Before you might see like a big drop or something, but you can't really like what is it.
Yeah.
What is the reason for this? And obviously Google for a long time wasn't like very like communicating about these kind of things, and now you can really pinpoint this exactly to something official from Google. So I guess this always helps to really take away the guesswork. But you really know, okay, this is definitely due to the core update, and it also changes a little bit on how you go about analyzing this, because you really know the reason for something, right? So I really like this. I was a little bit like a lot of people were like bitching about like saying, "Ooh, this is like bad timing and stuff like this."
Before Black Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I mean, like I don't know. I embrace every core update. And I'm always looking forward when Google releases the Kraken. This is always an exciting time. So I don't know, whenever it is. And I think there's never like a good time, right? I mean, like there's never this time where SEOs are like, oh, now I have nothing to do. An update would be nice, right? So I mean, like this is exactly what SEO is all about. It's something new every day. And so I don't know. I don't care when core updates and stuff like this are rolling out. And I really like the communication from Google's side here, definitely.
I mean, people they expect the worst, don't they? And I can understand that some e-commerce websites are like, oh, damn, Google's going to hit me this time right before Cyber Week and Black Friday. Damn, my business is in the toilet. And I've picked up on some of this chatter on Twitter as well, between Danny Sullivan and Barry Schwartz and rest of the community. I mean, you don't know Marcus then, because Marcus welcomes these.
Absolutely. And I think like really like going back to this point, like really like saying, oh, it's just before Black Friday, because as we know, this is like especially my experience with core updates, with analyzing core updates, you normally get hit on the stuff that just doesn't work, right? As Google is really getting better with these core updates to define better the user intent, and all of a sudden, well, you're not really the intent people are searching for. This is why you're dropping out of the SERPs. You might have been ranking for a keyword, didn't get any clicks, so clearly didn't have any relevance. So most likely, you might have still ranked in the top 10. Woohoo! I ranked in the top 10, but you didn't get any clicks, so it didn't really help you anyway. Ranking in the top 10 during Black Friday, right? So I really rather like it more to really see, or really like see this is not working, and this is something I can work on, right? Because I rarely see, especially during core updates, right? I rarely see like unjustified, like keywords rankings are being lost or stuff like this. There's always something where it's like not the relevance, or just not the intent and stuff like this. So you most likely wouldn't have benefited from this anyway during whatever time. So that's why I embrace it, because it really gives you an indication of where I'm not good and where I can do better. So yeah, I really like it. Yeah.
Definitely. And yeah, maybe also wanted to dig into some analyses that have already happened. So before I go into the Systrix one, I just related to the point we mentioned. So using Systrix data as well, the wonderful Lily Ray, as she does with most or every core update, actually, did a good analysis of the winners and losers in the affected industries. And she even mentioned, yeah, there's a lot of data in here to pick apart, of course. It's all there. She even mentioned that e-commerce was heavily affected, with many big retailers surging in visibility just in time for the holidays. So rather than dismissing this immediately because, oh no, Black Friday is coming up, my business will suffer, it was for some big retailers pretty apparently quite helpful there. So an interesting point from Lily, such as Target, Costco, Sears, eBay, Barnes and Noble, West Elm. I don't know some of those, but they're American retailers. Yeah, quite interesting.
Yeah, extensive analysis here from Lily as a great work. Thank you so much, Lily. That really helps. I mean, like, obviously, what I don't like about these kinds of analyses is always like, what does it help me? You know, as a webmaster, I'm affected. I see, you know, impressions going down or stuff like this, right? I see or I feel I've been impacted by the core update, and all these general analysis doesn't really help me because it's about me. I don't care about all the other stuff, right? So if I may, I can show real quick. I obviously I also looked at what we can how the core update affected our write.com domain. It seems like in Germany we got a little bump up. I mean, like, obviously because we have a nice brand recognition over there, which definitely helps. And I mean, like, in our core market, but we had a little dip in the US, or at least it seems like it. I mean, like, obviously it's not been fully rolled out yet. There's still a lot of fluctuations that I'm seeing, and obviously we don't also have the GC data yet with this 3-day time delay. We have fresh data, obviously, also on Write. This gives you like a little bit of an indication, but obviously I always want to wait for the full data to arrive to really, like, you know, pick it apart. But if I may share my screen real quick,
of course,
because I've also not shown you this yet.
I'm excited, or a bit nervous.
Quite interesting.
The stage is yours.
So what I did, I mean, like, we have like now two days where we have now the final data, but again, there's so much fluctuation. So what I did preliminary was looking at the Friday, the 22nd, actually, and comparing it to the week before, to so Monday the 22nd, sorry, and comparing it to the 15th. So the Monday before, to get like a little bit of indication what might have happened, what is different between these two Mondays. And we can definitely see that we definitely lost the number of searches. By the way, I drilled down already to the United States of America here. We lost lots of searches where our domain, where our URLs are shown, and therefore also a handful of clicks. And if I drill down by the negative impression trend, I can definitely see lots of stuff here: 403 error code, demographic information. We can definitely see -2 to 12, 0.8, -0.8 to 9.8, -38 to 46. So we -5.5 to 15, -4 to 13.5. So a lot of mostly page 1 getting pushed down to page 2. But what is really visible here, CTRs, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Obviously, we're just comparing like single days here, right? It's a little bit tricky, but nevertheless, I get a good indication that these are likely terms where we just didn't get the click-through rate on the first page. Therefore, Google, you know, adjusting this and pushing us further down. And so I want to drill into one keyword, I think, and this is like a perfect case here, because we can see for the keyword 403 error, we've always been like page 2, page 3 for the longest time. And here on the 5th of August, you see us entering the top 10. Finally entering the top 10, and we've been bouncing around like a typical top 10 test kind of situation here: 10, 9, 11, 10, 9, 11, 10, 9, 11. You also see the corresponding uplift in impressions here. And you might ask, what happened on the 5th of August? I mean, there wasn't a core update. Yeah, I can tell you, this is actually the article, and I can tell you what happened on that date. We actually republished that article on the 4th of August. And this is how we can really see, if you republish articles, Google is like really embracing this, and it's like, oh, you worked on that article, let's give this article another chance, right? And this is exactly what happened. They immediately tried us out for one of the main keywords here, 403 error, and obviously you can also see 0.1% CTR, 116 clicks with 105,000 searches. Obviously that's not going to cut it, and Google says, you know what are you doing on my top 10 here? Because it's not a lot of people clicking through, so you're clearly not providing value in my top 10. And now with the core update, you really see this like us getting flushed down to page 2 again. I mean, well deserved. And this is what I meant, right? So this is not like unjustified. Oh my God, I lost the top 10 for 4.3 error. Totally justified because nobody was clicking through. And what's also interesting, we see this also with, I mean, this page is ranking for like almost 1,700 keywords. And this was obviously not just the keyword 4.3 error, but all sorts of different related keywords. And you see like also this number of keywords slowly going down and really Google readjusting what this page should rank for after the core update. And you can see how like carefully Google is like really
readjusting
this. Thank you very much. Because you can see for 4.3 Google, we dropped down to page 2, but for 4.3 error Google, we still have like a very good CTR. And there we're still ranking, right? And this is it, right? So you see, this is not like Google saying, I don't like this article anymore. I don't like this page. It works really well for this query. So obviously you're going to stay in the top 3 there. You know, why would I put you like down here, right? But for 4.3 error, yeah, people weren't clicking through. So this is why we lost this keyword. So I think this is like a really clear core update, readjusting happening here, and something I would expect to see even more when we have the final data. Nothing unjustified here. This is totally well deserved. And I mean, like, and I'm not really crying. We're still making a lot of clicks here, and definitely republishing this article has helped a lot. And obviously, Google is testing so many keywords, but there's still some juicy stuff left. So I really don't cry tears over losing a ranking for 4.3 error. And another keyword, this is also a very interesting case. Was the keyword app marketing. I mean, like obviously also not like a keyword where I would really like totally see us. Obviously, it's more like a related keyword for us, right, within our wiki. And this is a very interesting thing happening here because we've been actually ranking very well and we dropped out. And what happened is we actually used to have the featured snippet here, right? Actually, a very nice featured snippet, if I might add, right? And now, and I can only show you this with a Samra snapshot, we actually lost the featured snippet. And as you can see, like most of the stuff here didn't really change, right? It was really just the featured snippet getting replaced. And if I look at the other results, if I look for app marketing, right? I mean, like obviously you have one guy who's like explaining what is it all about, but then 31 powerful mobile app marketing strategies to implement, a step-by-step guide to marketing your mobile app, 9 app marketing strategies you must know, right? So this is like really this is like more engaging than our normal snippet if we're not the featured snippet. Here it is.
Oh, it's that, yeah.
Right, wiki, the digital marketing.
Wow, sexy.
Right? I mean, obviously, it works for the featured snippet,
yeah.
Right? But here Google replaced basically like, or maybe it's also testing out the other side as a featured snippet, right? But then we can't rank with this result on number 2, right? Or respectively number 1, like beneath the featured snippet. And this is why we got pushed down here. So I think this is also a very interesting thing. And this is something where I would actually go back to our content team and say, you know, this app marketing wiki article is just not going to cut it for that kind of keyword. We need a magazine article with app marketing strategies and stuff like this to be able to compete for that keyword. Besides telling what it is and like really getting to the top 10 tier, again, if we think this is something we should go after. But I think this was also a very interesting case here that happened with our domain here.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, also stay tuned. I can't wait. I hope like on Monday we will have a lot more data and I will do a more extensive analysis of the core update and maybe do like a LinkedIn quickie or something like this.
That'd be great. Yes, please.
Yeah.
I mean, I just hope that there are no more bad cases. I hope that it's not going down too much.
Yeah, also in the US, I think, but it's very tough for us. I mean, like obviously with brand recognition, if you have like a generic SEO term, you have Mars ranking there, you have us ranking there, people are most likely going to click on Mars, right? In Germany, we have
Yeah.
a much better brand recognition. More people are going to choose to click on right? So, I mean, like, obviously, it's a very uphill battle we are fighting in the US, but we're fighting.
Of course.
That's it. Yeah.
And I also mean, like, because our wiki, it covers such a diverse array of topics. Like,
Yeah.
we're not just talking about like SEO, are we, or
Yeah.
or topics around like what our product is supporting with, but we go really deep into some web development areas. We're really trying to become this authority, but at the same time, we see ourselves sort of losing out the relevance scoring or understanding from Google for these terms. And it's kind of like we lost, but we're not losing sleep over it, right? It's
Yeah.
something that we optimized a few years ago, but these days it's a lower priority for us. So it's also really interesting to see those shifts as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But again, coming back to these kinds of articles, I mean, I totally appreciate these kinds of articles, but
Yeah.
I would rather have more articles of people actually sharing, this is what happened with my domain in depth, right? Not with scraped data, with real data, right? Just what I showed with other domains, because this is really when people can really learn about why this might have happened. What is the strategy I would now choose to actually, reclaim that top 10 listing, right? And this is too macro, basically a little bit for me also, and I think for a lot of webmasters that are really like sitting there, and it's like, what happened, right? I don't know, right? So
yeah. I love Glenn Gabe, his analyses. They are usually really in depth like that for the core updates. He's a great expert to check in with regarding if your website has been hit by a core update and you need some investigation. So him, Lily Ray, also Marie Haynes, all great people who are like experts in this area.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I mean, the one big finding was that, like, at the moment, reference material websites have been increasing. These are like dictionaries, definitions, those areas. I don't know what to take from that at this very moment. I know it's a hard space to be an SEO in because Google is able to cover a lot of definitions themselves. So maybe they're kind of reclaiming the SERPs, but I don't know at this stage.
Yeah, it seems like that there's a lot of queries where like really Google identified the main intent is really what the hell is it? This is why you would kind of see that. But it's still, as you said, it's a little bit weird that I mean, like they've been getting throughout all of the core updates. So regular winners.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, what's next? Next up, we have GSC has rolled out a nice new interface, lots of lovely rounded edges, very smooth and sleek. Looks good, right?
Absolutely. Also, great job, Google Search Console team, Daniel, and everybody involved there. Great job. I mean, like really, I mean, like obviously, nothing really changed from the tool itself, or at least not that I really know of. It just looks just much more. What do you say? Like not modern, but like zeitgemäß. Was ist zeitgemäß?
Oh, that's something with time.
Yeah, zeitgemäß English. Contemporary.
Oh, that's a good word.
Yeah, it's contemporary. Yeah, so this is like really, because the old one was like really, hey,
it was getting older. Yeah.
2010, and now it really looks like a sleek new tool. I really like it. Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, obviously, I use this data only in Write almost exclusively, but obviously I check in every day to check out page experience and stuff like this, right? But yeah, also well done, Google. Welcome to the 21st century.
Yes. One resource we really loved this week was the 1 year of Google Search Central. It's actually a really interesting little case study that they've done of their own relaunch, which is fascinating to hear from their perspective, from the Search Central's team, for a number of reasons. It's also pretty funny. It's got the Gary-ish humor injected throughout, and you can tell John has had a go as well. And they've also done a little interview with their internal SEO team. So interesting that this team exists. I think we've heard of them a few times, but now they're front and center in this article here to hear about what they've worked through from their migration from the old blog, the Webmaster Central, to the new Search Central blog. And then going through all the different things they've updated, so all the great documentation that they're working on. So Lizzie is a great asset to the team in creating these documents and also making them super detailed, super readable, super usable. And even, we'll mention that next. Where is it now? They even mention their increases in organic clicks.
I love that. This is like really, this is
So
like
cool.
like a normal webmaster would really like talk about this kind of stuff. And as you said, right, they talk about, they really called the Google SEO team to help, like what can we do? And
Yes.
they basically applied all the normal SEO best practices, we all know, we all preach ourselves, right? And this is like really great to see, and them also celebrating those successes, URLs migrated, had like an increase of 240%, whatever, right? So they're like, they're us, right? They're really us. And I really love, I so loved reading this. And by the way, when I read Lizzie, the first thing I thought it was Izzi. I was like, what did you do? Is there like your memes in there? I don't know.
I wish.
It wasn't you. But I love this. The beautiful migration and redesign, the Search Central blog also outperforms the Webmaster Central blog. 3 months post-migration, improved 159% in clicks. So this is like really like normal webmasters, right? And this is really what I love about this, and where you can really see there's no secret juice, right? There's no, like secret hotline calling Larry Page, please put us in number one. No, they're doing the same stuff we all do, or we should do. And they practice what they preach, and they celebrate the great outcome. So this is really, that makes it very personable.
Yeah, for sure. They go through the same challenges we do. They have to set up these QA processes. They have to set up redirects and manage this task. They also need to create the dashboards to monitor the performance, like all of the real normal things that we normal SEOs do. I also liked an honest section around like what they learned. So some little tidbits like JavaScript redirects are just as good as meta redirects. And
you should really eat your own dog food.
Yes, that's what you're saying all the time. I've only ever heard you say it. And now I heard them say it. And interesting point, like de-SEOing is as weird as it sounds, but you really want to capture the good traffic. This is something we don't talk about enough, right? Unoptimizing and really putting focus on the pages that you need to succeed and deserve to succeed. So another interesting addition there. I really don't think we mentioned that enough. And it's pretty funny.
So will we do it again? Lizzie asked Gary, and you know what he said? No.
Absolutely not. It's great. It's so good.
Awesome.
And we also found out the name of the spider.
Oh yeah. What a coincidence. Yeah. Crawley.
Yeah, so Googlebot and Crawley celebrating 1 year of Google Search Central. That's actually the name of our crawler as well at Right. And we renamed our new crawler in 2020. It is spelled differently. It's Crowley, but still, good coincidence.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's a good name for a crawler. Yes, and related to this, they also updated their homepage, which is a fantastic page. So you can really customize it, and then they update your little to-do list down here. I'm very zoomed in now, so you can't see how it works, and it's not working for me now. Okay, that's Vorführeffekt if you're German.
Vorführeffekt. Nice.
Yeah.
What is Vorführeffekt in English?
I don't think we have that. It's that phenomenon where things are not working for you, and when you show someone else, then it starts working again.
Google says demonstration effect. I think I never heard this in English.
Doesn't sound as good.
And you're English.
Yeah. I'm kind of English, yes. So yeah, demonstration effect, but in the opposite way. So it was working and now it's not working. Now I'm showing it you. And now it's working. It's all fine. Yes. So you get like a little checklist and you can then explore their wonderful documents. Hi, Maud. Hi, Splitty.
He can't see you.
I know. Damn it. Isn't that how content works?
That's not how it works. Yeah.
Stop laughing.
But as you said, I love this. I mean, like really coming from, back in the days, Google guy at the Webmaster World Forum, you hope for him to say something that might help you, not even who is it. And now having like a whole dedicated team for webmasters, and also providing all of this documentation that you can point people to, right? This is something official from Google. This is not me like saying this. I mean, like obviously we know 100 SEOs, 101 different opinions. I mean, like this is at least sort of like something like most SEOs can agree on. And it is really, really helpful for a lot of webmasters and site owners. So yeah, kudos. And also I really like, as you just said, like being able to customize this a little bit and really see, okay, what could be something that's important for me. I love it. This is a great improvement of that page.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a good week for you all, Google Search Central. I'm sure every week is a good week, but especially this week. Nice. What's next? Is it a new chapter or is it an updated chapter on the Web Almanac?
Good question. I would say it's updated, but it's updated by none other than Jonah Alderson. So I mean, like everything he writes, you gotta read, you gotta learn, auswendig, digest. I mean, like obviously it's pure gold coming out of his mouth when it's related to SEO, not drinking. But
well,
not always. But again, this is pure gold, and I really love this because this is such an interesting analysis.
It's immense. It's amazing. I read it in Jono's voice as well.
Yeah.
Do you have the same when you read it?
Horrible.
Do you hear it, Jono?
Yeah, horrible. Sometimes this happens, and I'm like, I wake up and like, oh my god,
what? It's Jono narrating my life? Why not? That would be great.
That would be great.
Speaking at like 2 times the speed of anyone. Yeah. No, it's fantastic. In general, I love the Web Almanac. The HTTP archive documents are also great. I was using a lot of their diagrams and research in my website sustainability talk because it really captures like how the web is just blowing up in size and file sizes, etc. So their initiatives to really document and capture what is happening with web development, with digital marketing and SEO, etc., is very, very cool.
Yeah, and also they get like an impression of like how certain features are being used in JSON-LD, the FAQ page schema, for example, how many people are using this. I mean, like obviously not every page can have an FAQ page schema. You actually have to have like a little bit of question and answers on the page to make good use of this, right? But still like 0.14%. So I think there's still a large amount of sites that could actually leverage their search performance with this kind of structured data here. I mean, like obviously website organization being like the most important, but also like stuff like what's being used the most with same as and stuff like this, right? There's so much here, Facebook.com, obviously more over Instagram, over Twitter.
Wow.
Yeah, there's so many great charts in here.
Yeah,
really,
it's full of
really love this. Yeah,
full of gold. Yeah. Yes, nice.
By the way,
love it.
Opinion also a very smart guy. I mean, obviously, you
absolutely
know, blog, phenomenal guy.
Yeah.
Obviously, I didn't want to take anything away from him saying this has only been Jono. Andrea also great job by both. Everybody supporting him. And
yes. We're just a bit weirdly obsessed with Jono, aren't we? Like we have to mention him every single episode.
He's awesome.
He is.
Why wouldn't you be obsessed with him?
I'm glad he's not listening. Maybe he is. And maybe he's just awkwardly like not saying anything.
Zips another.
All right, moving on.
Oh, awesome.
Shopping trends.
Yeah, this is always great for SEOs. I mean, like, what can you focus
Yeah.
on? You might be a little bit late if you're now like an affiliate and thinking, hey, what could I optimize for Christmas season? I mean, like, but obviously, like with so many countries being in lockdown, there's a huge, I mean, like, obviously huge, a lot of people like buying online, and I like Google like really showing these kinds of stats of very popular products. I mean, like, obviously, I was looking for Lego products, and I was like what kind of Lego project? I actually wouldn't have expected this. One is like a city set, and the other one, obviously, was the Christmas house, the new Christmas house, which is pretty cool. But there's some great stuff in there to really like see what you could focus on. And what's a little bit weird that fragrances are so
they said
so
that.
wanted, because I think so many people are in lockdown, and I don't know, the last time I used fragrance is, I don't know, a couple of years long. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't wear perfume either anymore.
And this is like a big trend. Could be also a lot of people, giving this to their life partners as sort of like a little hint
about take a shower,
improving personal hygiene. I pity everyone being in such a situation.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, oh, I don't know.
I feel like such a stereotype, because this year I got really into coffee brewing.
Nice.
And I've also, I mean, I didn't get into gaming. I've always been into gaming, but I've done a lot of it this year and over the lockdown. Not so much the fragrance part, I must admit. I haven't done that. It's quite interesting, the fact that they published it on a Google Drive, isn't it?
Don't get me started.
Yeah, that's weird for Google. Like, put it on a page, on a web page.
I was also shocked when I got to what is it, like Google Doc? I don't get that. That's funny.
With no affiliate links.
And but also like the coffee thing. I mean, like, obviously this is also a very lockdownish thing. That, I mean, like, obviously people are like really. If I work from home, I want to have a really good coffee, because I might have had a better one in the office. And so a lot of people upgraded their coffee making game during the pandemic.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Especially for affiliate, this is very good because it's a high price point. There's a good affiliate commission here. But yeah, obviously these kinds of subs are very hard, but nevertheless, although there's so much traffic.
I spent a lot of money on a coffee grinder, just on a grinder. And then I realized I was really in my late 20s. I was really growing up at this point. I'm going to spend money on a coffee grinder. It's a very nice coffee grinder. That's my life right now.
Awesome. What kind of machine do you have?
I don't even know the name, actually. Okay. I can't even brag about it. It's an electric one. You like put it in the top, you press the button, and then it grinds it up into a nice grind. And then I use a pour over method. So I have a gooseneck kettle, and a pour over machine. Not a machine even. It's just like a carafe. I don't know how to call it.
Vom Bodum, oder? Ist das so eine?
Let me pop it over here. It's one of these.
Yeah. Nice.
It's really nice. Awesome. It makes amazing coffee.
Very artisan.
My tip for you all: the Kalita Wave, and it's not even that expensive, is it? It's only €30.
Okay.
There we go. There's my tip for your Christmas.
You've gone really totally hipster when you have a manual grinder with wearable grind cord.
Oh, it's not manual, but yeah, that's true. You've made it in life, and everything you start wearing is flannel or checked, and you start growing a really nice mustache.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Are you wearing flannel? I didn't even realize.
Thank you very much. I can't grow mustache though, yeah. I try, but it's not.
Is that why you're wearing your mask?
Yeah,
that's the real reason you're trying.
that weird stash. No worries. Yeah, shooting 7 ball.
Oh, funny. Cool. Shall we move on?
Yeah.
Now for some
Oh,
SEO
that's funny.
split testing. So SEMrush. Okay, maybe a little bit of background. I don't know if you want to give the background.
No. Go ahead.
Every week, every 3 or 2 of a kind, we have an SEO A/B testing, split testing, whatever case study from Search Pilot, and now we have them from SEMrush, and they look exactly the same. It looks exactly the same. The content. That's
I mean,
a coincidence.
If it's good, also, I mean, like, obviously,
Sure.
I think the webmasters are the winners here. If it looks good, it's good. But I mean, like, we really love this splitters because they're sometimes very elaborate and very interesting ideas
Yes.
that the pilot guys are trying out. And I sent this to you because this one was so hilarious because it basically said we added guaranteed lowest prices to the current titles or category pages of the golf accessories site. What do you think was the impact? And now look at that case study. If you scroll down, so the control group is golf carts, and the variant is golf carts guaranteed lowest prices. Okay, right? I mean, like, I don't need an A/B split test
that's true.
Everybody could have guessed this. That probably the latter one. Although I have to say, there's one caveat with golf carts. There could be, I mean, like, golf carts, obviously, like a sport of the financial elite. So maybe these guys could actually be repelled from guaranteed lowest prices.
True.
Right? Could be. But
they want the best quality.
I mean, this is like a split test. I don't. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. I could have guessed this, right? With a search pilot one, it's always like, oh, very interesting idea. What could it be? And it's all of, like, more often than not, we would think it's different, a different outcome. But here, okay. And then it was like the headline, persuasive copy wins again. Persuasive copy wins again. I mean, like, this is just the keyword and something added. Also, guaranteed. Yeah.
Best practice copywriting wins again.
And by the way, I did the site search actually on that site and looked for that. And it's actually, they don't have that title anymore, which is also great. So
do you even know the site?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, interesting. Because Search Pilot always, like, creates a fake test, a fake name, which makes sense. You know, it's a client. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, like, obviously, I don't want to bitch about this. I really like
of course,
content
we're not
that SEMrush is putting out there, right? And I think, again, every webmaster wins, but this is a very, very poor A/B test. At least in my opinion.
I mean, like, give the control a chance.
Yeah.
Let's say, yeah. Well, test everything as they say.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
I mean, fair enough. I was just quite amused by the fact that it looks like they're trying to do exactly the same for the same article. But we do have another A/B test also from Search Pilot, and this time
this is a nice idea. Yeah, also, it doesn't really help.
Yeah,
I would have said it would, right? I said that Black Friday might have an impact, although I'm not really the Black Friday SEO, but I would have said positive.
That's probably what, especially in the States, it's probably what a lot of people are searching for, or not even maybe actively searching for. Well, sometimes yes, but during their browsing, they might be more enticed to click on a title if they see, like, Black Friday sale in there. Some people might be turned off by that, you know? A lot of
golf carts for sale. No, I have so much money, I don't need.
Yes, I want your most expensive model with a jacuzzi in the back.
What? Golf cart with a jacuzzi in the back?
That would be great. Then you know you've made it in life. So here's the control and the variant for the destination pages. So cheap trips from Munich to Milan from £12. Oh, it's an airline discount. It's not even e-commerce. Okay, cheap flights. Yeah. And Black Friday deals from £12. Oh, it's in 2019.
2019 is not really important in the title actually here.
True.
Black Friday deals. I don't know. Sounds like I could make a deal when I click through. So I would expect this to be better with 6 of London, New York, and Black Friday deals.
Yeah. And Black Friday deals.
I mean, the London to NYC, this is something what professionals would maybe search for if they're searching for a flight, not London to New York. It's like really, if you do this route like more often, you would search for just the airport codes. And then it's good to have that in the title. But I don't know. What do you say?
What do
Oh,
I
you've seen it
say?
before. Actually, I haven't scrolled down. I actually don't know.
Oof. You don't know.
You know?
I do know, so I actually
No.
can't comment here. But I think the wording is a little strange.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's right.
you don't read a title like you read a normal sentence,
Mhm.
do you? Sort of skim it anyway. So you pick out the Black Friday. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see how it went.
Mhm. Oh, wow.
In the US, it had an 18% uplift. So it
Wow.
performed very, very well in the US market. It makes sense. Black Friday is traditionally more of an American shopping holiday that was later introduced in Europe and the UK. In Spain, had a good positive uplift, 12%.
Oh, I love that they did it against different markets.
They've not done that before, at
And
least in the
even in
ones we've
Germany.
checked. Yeah,
Wow.
even in Germany.
And I would have expected it because Black Friday is like really like 3 years ago. I think it started with Black Friday.
Yeah,
But not earlier. And this is already like wow.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And in the UK, it's a very minor uplift, but still an uplift.
But why more in Germany than in the UK? How is Black Friday in the UK?
I mean, it's probably the same as Germany. Like it was introduced quite late, but it is popular.
But why would this be? Can you explain this a little bit?
No, I can't actually. I'm not sure
It's
why.
like British people being like, oh, I don't.
Maybe, just maybe, this can interfere with your travel dates. Like maybe people assume that it's like only a short-term offer or discount. I don't know. I don't know if they explain. Oh. For the routes pages, actually, it was worse.
So this is the flights, and the other one was the,
So professional.
2 destinations to Milan.
The destinations did well, yeah. So that's like the general to a location, and then the actual routes from A to B, they didn't perform that well.
Yeah. And I think this could go what you just said, that that people would think this is on a specific day, and I really want to book something for, I don't know, next April, like this. But still, like, this is the one working so well, and the other one not working so well.
I mean, this one has pricing in there. This one doesn't. I don't know if that was a factor in general. Like £12 for a flight is ridiculous. I don't know if you could ever get a flight for this cheap, unless you're, I don't know, like in the cargo hold strapped down.
Wait, I hope this wasn't the flight that Wright urged you to take. No, you can't have the normal economy class. You got to have the dog pound.
Yes, our accounting team hates me, so they. I'm just kidding, of course.
No, you're really kidding. They really like you.
Yeah, they do. Yes. No, that's quite interesting, isn't it? Like such a big split for the different types of pages.
Do they have a conclusion, or like do they?
Yes, they do. Shall we read it together? I'm going to skim through it. Because of the title being truncated in the search results page. That could be. Yeah. Interesting.
Really interesting.
Yes.
Really interesting. But this again, this is what I just said, right? I mean, like the one with the adding guaranteed lowest deals to a single keyword. Okay, yeah, it's probably better. But this is like a little bit more elaborate setup. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Yes.
Great job, Search Pilot, again.
Thank you, Search Pilot. You sent me a German article.
I actually don't know if there's an English one. There's probably an English one, because apparently France is threatening to to make wish.com not available in France anymore, and even aus Suchmaschinen entfernen, to remove from search engines. Also, however that would work, I don't know, right? I didn't go into the specifics here. Dangerous preferences removing Wish from search engines. Yeah. So because a lot of products being bought on Wish.com apparently are like security hazards, and they're fed up with this, and they said, hey, if you don't fix this, if you keep on selling this stuff, we will block you. And this is like the greatest Google penalty I've ever seen.
Yes.
A country is throwing you out of the index. Also again, however this might work. I think they can definitely block it from French providers and stuff like this. But so you would need to go through a VPN or stuff like this to actually go to Wish.
Wow. All that effort to go to Wish. I found this funny article about like Wish fails, like getting giant AirPods, or like really tiny things. Christmas cookie cutters getting some ocean themed ones. Oh, that's very sexy.
Who would wear that? Oh god. Fashion professional
Secte, oh
god. Oh god.
Oh my goodness.
Oh god.
It's kind of like a meme. Wish is an ongoing meme. Like same with like AliExpress, just like browsing the products on there is like a hilarious evening activity with all your friends and family. Christmas Wales.
Absolutely. Yeah. I must have been. I'm not really familiar with Wish.com.
No, I don't use it. When I used to use Facebook, most of my ads were from Wish, and they were funny, the things I was being targeted for. And it was, again, like an ongoing meme of like, what is Wish advertising you? What is this?
What? No,
that's got to be a joke.
And that's even cooler if you get that, right? I mean, like...
Yeah, it's a jackpot.
For it. I mean, like, it's still toilet paper, right? It shouldn't be a lot. So, iPhone case, again, that's somebody giving the finger instead of... that Japanese.
Oh, they sent them the wrong one, or like as a gift instead.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, what is that?
Pickle Rick from Rick and Morty.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Anyway, we're digressing, but it makes sense if they're going to do this and protect their consumers.
Yeah, absolutely. That's pretty cool. As the ultimate Google penalty. If your product sucks so bad,
yes,
that even countries are threatening to throw you out of the Google index.
But would this increase actually drop shipping? I'm not such a big fan of drop shipping because I know a lot of like drop shippers then use Wish and AliExpress products for this. So maybe this will actually work in their favor because I can only buy this really crappy product from that drop shipper. Maybe. Interesting. Thanks for the article.
Obviously.
And finally, a very, very detailed article here on SEJ. So
I tried to read it.
I can't. I mean, I did learn some basic Python, but still, I can't. Yeah. I'm sure it's amazing. We did send it to our data science team, and it's like, if you're interested, read this article.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Could be cool. Yeah, and I guess it is. I guess it is.
I'm sure it is. Yes. I mean, it's always really interesting to see like SEOs using Python and using data science applications in their work for something like a fine science, a fine, beautiful science like internal linking. It makes sense. So it is kind of cool to see these analyses, and it is if you do work with Python, it's very helpful. It's a very good detailed step-by-step guide.
And I'm really like always about like everything topics about related to internal linking, because this is like one of the huge levers you have as an SEO, like really telling Google better on what's important for me. So internal linking is so vital and much more important than external linking. I know Judith will maybe disagree like a little bit on this, but that's cool because she's very smart. But I really have my focus on internal linking, and I see there's always lots of room for improvement in almost any site if you improve internal linking. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would
okay.
say I'm going to read it, but I'm probably not going to read it. It's just I tried it once and it was like, okay, I don't know, this is over my head.
That's okay, Marcus. You can't understand everything.
Oh, I don't. Absolutely. I definitely try to make the impression that I understand everything. That's for sure. But
well, I'd say that's one of the skills required to be an SEO.
yeah, I'm not as smart as I look. It's true. I love
Yes,
it.
exactly.
Yes, absolutely. So we are actually on the same page. But she's actually also
course.
very, very, as like one of the best link builders. So that's why I've been saying this. But I mean, like obviously she also knows internal link building. Definitely.
Definitely. Yes. Amazing. Okay, so that's it for the news, and we're on time for once in our lives ever.
Crazy. That's
Wow.
really cool. Well done. Really cool. Yeah.
Oh, hearts from Judith. Hearts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks for watching the whole time, Judith. It was really great having you here. Yeah.
And it's freezing out here. So and you're sick, so you gotta go home and rest. Please.
Yeah, I mean, like it's just this. It's not really like being like super sick, and it's definitely manageable with painkillers. Also,
you're a strong person.
No, but what you gonna do? I mean, like
I know.
Can't complain. Doesn't really help.
Doesn't help.
In that case, it just needs to heal. And yeah, and I mean, it's been such an odyssey since I got that tooth removed. So like I'm like more excited about taking the next step. So finally, it will be over anytime soonish. But yeah, should be another half year probably. I don't know.
Oh God.
Yeah, it takes like to heal like 4 months to heal.
Oh,
then I get the next operation, and then it's probably again like 3 months, and then I finally get the implant.
You poor thing.
Crazy. Yeah, crazy.
Take it easy and have a lot of soup and mashed potatoes.
I definitely will.
And ice cream. You should have ice cream.
I also eat ice cream. Yeah, I also cooling it the whole time. Yeah, definitely ice cream helps.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Yeah.
Oh, well, I hope you feel better soon, as soon as possible. And thank you for making it today and joining.
Obviously, again, I wouldn't have want to missed it. Again, like a lot of people, since we don't see each other so often, also in the office, it's always nice to actually catch up on all of this stuff. So it's really cool. Yeah, everybody, thanks for watching. And now we would like to temporarily redirect you from work to
the weekend.
That's us. Absolutely. See you next week, right? Next Friday?
Yes, next Friday.
Right on. See you next Friday. Looking forward to it. Oh, we got Dick Schornstein. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks, Dirk. The redirection to the weekend.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You too. Have a wonderful weekend.
Have a great weekend, Dirk.
Bye, everyone.
Everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye. Keep on waving.